Yo, what up? It's D.L. Stewart. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring that bell so you know when I upload new videos. And click the like button if you like this video. Dislike button if you don't. It doesn't matter. Today I am talking about antagonists and how it makes me like the book or not like the book. Pretty bluntly, if I don't like your antagonist, I don't like the book. I don't care what kind of book it is. I don't care how evil your antagonist is or how nice of a person your antagonist is or whatever. If I do not like your antagonist, I will not like your book. Plain and simple. I am myself, I guess, dark-minded. I like twisted, satanic antagonists. I like that type of personality. I like, rooting for the bad guys. People that know me and know some of the stuff I've liked in books or whatever, they know what I'm talking about. I like, rooting for the bad guy. I know they're not always going to win. I know they're not always, going to have a happy ending for the bad guy. But I like the antagonist. But if I do not like your antagonist, I don't like your story at all. They don't have to be like a good person for me to like them. They don't have to be a bad person for me to like them. But you have to show me that you've catered and cared for your antagonists, like in developing them just as much as you have your protagonists or any other characters. You have to show me that you put the work in to try to develop your antagonist as a full-rounded character, not just, oh, this is the bad guy and that's it, bam. You're not really showing me why they do things or whatever. I like having a full knowledge of the character. And if I feel like, I should have gotten that and you don't show it, then I don't like your antagonist. And then I don't like your book because it makes for sloppy writing. You could have a bad guy that is very snobby, very childish or whatever, but as long as you show me why they're like that and it's believable and stuff and kind of gripping, then I like your antagonist. I don't care the personality. Like Game of Thrones, for example, with Joffrey, very child, whatever. I despise that kid, but as an antagonist, I like him, or at least for that little bit of time. I liked him as an antagonist. I liked his character. I did not like his character. He's very annoying, childish, snobby, and I thought he just needed to take a good kicking in the ass a couple of times or whatever. But as an antagonist, I liked him in that regard. And then you got Ramsay Bolton, which is like my favorite character from A Song of Ice and Fire series. And, he is more of the dark, satanic, twisted character that I myself like as a character, as well as I like the, building, the development of his character and who he is as a whole. So again, you have two different characters within the series. One as a person I don't like, and one as a person that I'm kind of, I like that. That's kind of satanic, kind of twisted, dark-minded or whatever. But both I like as an antagonist because the characters were developed well, I felt, and they had reasonings behind their motives. So if you can give me something like that, regardless where they fell on the spectrum of good or bad or whiny or just controlling or whatever, if they are developed well, then I like them. But for me, I have to connect with the antagonist in some way like that. A lot of people just focus on the protagonist or whatever. He's like, oh, I got to connect to the protagonist or whatever. Me, I have to connect with the antagonist. Because usually if I can connect with the antagonist, the person that I'm supposed to hate or whatever, the person that, more likely isn't going to survive, the great battle at the end or whatever. If I can connect with those, usually that means they've put enough work into that character, even though I'm not supposed to like them. So they probably put just as much work, if not more, into their protagonist or any other characters in their story. So that is my approach to books. If I don't like the antagonist, more than likely I'm not liking the book at all. So if you can't write a good antagonist, then don't even bother asking me to read your book, in a sense. At least not in regards to leaving a review, because more than likely it's not going to be a good review. Do you hate me yet?